Greetings, my name is Rikil Noel Zikaria and I am currently studying Bachelor of Technology in Electromechanical System. Now before we dive deep into our topic, I would like to give some exposure regarding our research. Okay, as we know, we are currently fighting the massive pandemic coronavirus. Several countries' economy are severely affected due to the COVID-19. Towards the end of February, alerts sounded on the increasing spread of coronavirus infection. Only China and some other countries were upholding social distancing through enclosure of schools including university. In the meantime, following 14 days after the fact, 120 countries have closed school, impacting almost 1 billion students across the world that have experienced closures of their school for the period. In this light, COVID-19 pandemic has forced the university to close face-to-face education and send students home. This forced the university to introduce courses through online portals. They are also adopting the technologies available such as digital video conferencing platforms like Zoom, Microsoft Office, and Webex, Blackboard, and also Google Classroom. Studies conducted during COVID-19 period have found that students worldwide have been dramatically affected by the spread of COVID-19 after facing travel restriction, physical distancing, isolation, quarantining, as well as dormitory and border closure. These changes affected both students' plan and priorities and their level of interest in attending classes online. Also, most of the students required to do group work assignment that given by lecturers. The dreaded group project is an assignment that often invokes a classroom-wide sigh, a sudden rush of anxiety, and a momentarily scrambling. Students who find themselves in a group project face obstacles that otherwise would not exist when working independently. Finding meeting times that work for all, dividing the workload fairly, and relying on peers to work in a timely manner is to name a few. Thus, an unexpected shift from face-to-face learning to online, there are few difficulties faced by students and lecturers. The standards of online education may be a critical issue that need essential focus. Therefore, this research aims to investigate challenges university students managing online group during pandemic in Malaysia. Most certainly, when doing a research, we need to have our objective right. In our case, our purposes are to investigate the main reason why Malaysian student has difficulties to work in group. Moreover, the research is conducted to identify the impact of COVID-19 in Malaysia education. In addition, we also conducted the research to discover ways and measures should be taken in order to counter the problems that arise. For our research scope, more than 100 respondents has answered our survey, and we have conducted the survey within a 7-week time frame.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nufahana Munira and I'm going to present the literature review on our report, which is Challenges University Students Managing Online Group Work During Pandemic in Malaysia. While it may be astounding that we can have a virtual meeting with people on different continents, it can also be frustrating, and this frustration can affect morale, engagement, productivity, and innovation. When changes in the ways we communicate lead to changes in how others perceive our communications, this calls for a new set of protocols and behaviors. Challenges resulted from technical issues, difficulties communicating, and time management. So, let's have a look on our first point. From most of our research articles, it stated that technical issues is one of the most challenging for students to manage online group work. Technology is factor identified as being relevant to student satisfaction with online group work. Many students are not provided with the high bandwidth or the strong internet connection that online courses require, and thus fail to catch up with their virtual classmates. Technical problems may hinder communication between group members, which in turn can make collaboration between group members difficult. Moreover, most of them live off campus and find it difficult to keep in tune with the technical requirements of the chosen course. Some of them don't even own computers. The only solution to this problem is knowing exactly what kind of technological support that they will need for a certain course before enrolling in it, as well as properly equipping themselves for the course successful completion. And online tools can also promote efficiency and organization. However, many students go wrong by using it as a replacement for in-person group interactions. Think of spectrum with complete democracy on one end and complete individualization on the other. A lack of connection can also have a negative impact on group work in online environments. However, it should also be noted that similar lack of connection is also routine in traditional classroom course. Group interaction is also affected by features of the group work with online environment. We all know it's great for students learning, but let's get real about group work. In turn, social interaction may impact group formation, group dynamics, and the building of group structures. For example, some teammates say they do all the work and the others might feel left out. Nobody feels like they really have ownership over the learning. Some researchers have sought to identify strategies to make the social interactions that occur in online group work more explicit. For example, the framework proposed by researchers, they suggest that relationship sociality, social presence, pedagogical technique, and interaction are important aspects for facilitating group work in an online context. Uneven work distribution. Uneven work distribution is a concept called social loafing. That happens when some group members will hold back because they're waiting to see who else good at step up and do the work. And that can really lead to some people doing all the work and the other one doing almost nothing. Some students worried about communication problems they might encounter since they did not see each other face to face. This included delayed response and unfamiliarity with classmates. And the last challenges of working in group is time management. So, online meetings take a lot of time. There can be a lot of wasted time and everybody is there, right, all at once, and maybe there's someone leave unattended for some reason. They could be individually working on their own meetings and groups work. In fact, although it is mostly students who prefer web-based learning programs for their flexibility in place and time, due to their various daily commitments, they rarely have the time to take the courses. For these learners, a daily schedule planner would be a significant help, as they could even set reminders for their courses and assignments. In our fifth article entitled Students' Perceptions of Group Work in an Online Course reported that the difficulty of communication was one of the key barriers among peers because of learners' time zone differences. Difficulty with communication can be particularly challenging for groups working online, where delays and not having a sense of knowing the group members can have a clear impact on group performance. So that's all from my slide. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurin Damia and today I will proceed the slide by explaining about the methodology used in this research. First of all, we are planning to do it two kind of method, which is by online research, and the second one is by interviewing the students by ourselves. But due to the MCO, which is the Movement Control Order given by the government, we only managed to do it online. So the research was carried out about 2 months and we managed to receive 101 respondents and only focusing for students. Since we do the research online, so we decided to use the Google form, which is much easier and friendly user. So the Google forms that we provide to the respondents consists of 5 questions, and all the questions must be answered by the students, and if they miss one of the questions, the data that we receive will be invalid. The collected data that we receive by the respondents were spread into a few groups which will be analyzed using the chart by percentage. From the data that we have been analyzed, 52.5% of the students saying and admit that the online group works are tough and getting the highest vote from the students. Research was successfully done and all the data and analysis have been made. So for the data analysis and result explanation, I will pass these presentations to my groupmate Akila Mazlan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Nur Akita binti Azman, and today I will be presenting chapter 4, which is data collection and analysis. For this chapter, I will be presenting the bar charts of the respondents, pie chart, bar chart, and also question and answer analysis. Attached here is the questionnaire that we use to collect answers from 101 respondents. So we prepare 5 questions, which consist of 3 close-ended questions and also 2 open-ended questions. This is the first question that we ask to the respondents, which is, group work assignments are tougher when doing it online. So, based off the analysis, about 52.5% of the respondents will agree that online group work is tougher, and 27% giving the second rate of toughness during online group, while 15.8% of them giving the toughness only moderate and 2% of them saying that online group is easy. For our second question is, did the lecturer give you adequate time and material to finish your assignment as a team? So, based on the pie chart, 57.4% of them were saying that the lecturer has given them time to finish their assignments, while 38.7% of them are unsure about the time given. 13.9% were saying that there is no enough time given for students to finish their assignments. This is our last close-ended questions that we asked to respondents, which is the factors affecting a successful online group work. So the factors that are important in achieving success in online group work based on clarity of objectives, instructor feedback, motivation of group members, time management, technology comfort, level, accountability, teamwork, subject knowledge, suitable part, group size, resources, internet connectivity. Respondents claim that the highest important factors is the internet connectivity, which has 52 respondents says that it is extremely important for the online group work, followed by the instructor feedback and subject knowledge, which claim very important for students with 33 respondents. This result shows that 0 respondents from clarity of objectives, instructor feedback, time management, accountability, subject knowledge, resources and internet connectivity, and it clarified as not important in online group work. I come to the end of this chapter, which is the question and answer analysis. So the table here shows the result summary of the open-ended answer analysis for the open-ended questions for our topic, which is the challenges for university students managing online group work during pandemic in Malaysia. The lowest percentage for students' greatest challenge is no access to the internet, while the highest percentage is from communication. For the suggestion to a student working in a group, The lowest percentage is from the student participation, while the highest percentage is also from communications. From here, we know that communication plays a big role among students working in a group. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tarshilan Raghavan, and I'll be briefing on the conclusion of this assignment. The following conclusions can be made based on the findings. The findings reveal that challenges university students managing online group work during pandemic was mostly hard. The data also shown that most of the respondents' results saying that the communication skills were perceived as extremely important for managing the online group work. Secondly, the results of the study indicated online group work in the survey questionnaires are acknowledged by the respondents as a challenging that need to be faced during this pandemic situation. However, certain challenges such as clarity of objectives, instructor feedback, motivation of the group members, time management, technology comfort level, accountability, teamwork, subject knowledge, suitable part, group size, and resources requires energy and effort of the students.
Upon completing our research, here are some of the recommendations. Now be alert that these recommendations are based on our findings and conclusion of the study. Not one of them being universities should offer free internet data plan for each student to help with the learning process. In addition, educators can strengthen their relationship by setting a time each week for students just to connect and chat. This can be Tuesday tea or weekly chat and chill. Last but not least, facilitate student success and foster a sense of virtual community through student-to-student communication. That's all from us. Thank you very much for watching our